Welcome to Xbox Uncut, episode 262. We are back for another week of video game news, discussion, topics, anime, anything we kind of feel like stretching the show out just to make it feel like this 3 hour long episode. That
You got it, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to make it that long tonight. But we got plenty to talk about. But I am greeted by an awesome panel. We got Steph. What's going on, Steph? How you doing today?
I'm great.
How have you been this week, sir?
Horrible.
Horrible. Well, let's move on to somebody else that's been doing better. Will, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, hey, been doing okay.
Yeah.
Busy week at work, but it's been pretty decent. Can't complain too much.
Awesome. I'm glad that y'all were both able to make it. I know we're running a little late for the show. We're about 50 minutes off, but
Yeah, it's my fault.
sometimes good things come a little late. People will wait for good things. That's all I'm saying.
You're gonna say they come in small packages. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything, Dustin?
I don't know. I just babble. Babylon 5. Yeah. That was a show, right? We'll start reviewing that. I want everybody to be ready. I've never watched it. Never.
You've seen it?
No, never seen it.
Wow. I think if you like...
Oh.
if you like Deep Space Nine, you might like that game. That one.
Okay. That's a ringing endorsement for Babylon 5. I thought Deep Space Nine was okay. It's not the best Star Trek, but it's okay.
Yeah. It's a weird Star Trek. I almost feel like an offshoot, but
it's long in the tooth. It gets too political, too religious. Like it kind of loses the core of what Star Trek was.
Yeah, plus it takes place on a stationary place. It's not like a ship or anything.
Yeah, it's not like you get a. Well, they eventually get their ship, but I mean, it's not the same.
Yeah.
But they got a wormhole. A wormhole.
What's the Star Trek you speak of?
The deepest of spaces 9. The deepest.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Is this the J.J. Abrams Star Trek?
Nah, this is the Star Trek with the black captain.
The black captain?
Yeah, captain.
With the stuff on his eyebrows?
His name is Cisco. I don't believe he has any stuff on his eyebrows. Other than
who's the guy with the ridges on his head?
No, that's Worf. He's not the captain. He's the first officer, sir. Well,
there's another guy called Quark. He has kind of a
Worf.
he's kind of a butthead though.
Yeah, it's cool dude though. I actually like
Star Trek is before my time, but
I don't know if that's true, but okay.
I mean, there's always been a Star Trek.
It has, but I mean, I wasn't at the age where I would watch that show. I always thought it was boring. I remember when it was on Spike TV, and I'd get very upset that it was on Spike TV.
Yeah, man, it's Star Trek. I always got excited when it was on Spike TV because it's the only fucking good thing on Spike TV. But
Spike
TV, now the home of cops. No, I mean that channel died. All right, let's talk about video game stuff. I guess. I mean, we went on a weird tangent about Star Trek. I guess the deepest of spaces.
It's all your fault. It's your fault. Best.
It is a little bit. I want people to take the blame with me, and that's why we're replacing all these hosts to go with the new, improved host that just agree with me nonstop. It's going to be great. It's going to be the best podcast. It's going to be huge.
You doing it with Siri or some shit like that?
No, I'm just going to record my own voice and alter it a little bit and just talk to myself, I guess. Takes a little bit more production time, but the motherfucker knows what he's talking about. Well, this sounds like an interesting show. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if there's any emails for us, guys. I think there's a ton of spam.
Okay.
That's always fun.
I like a little spam
for Xbox Uncut. I wanted to reach out to see if you could chance to check my previous email. We created the guide in San Diego Comic-Con on the cheap. Somebody wants to create content for our website.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Cool.
That's not nice.
No, it's a bot account. It's not a real person.
Oh, really? I was gonna say. Are you sure though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've been talking to this person for a while. Or not talking to the person. Like, I replied and they just sent me the same thing again. I was like, yeah, that's not a real person.
Hmm. Okay.
And I just received a payment through Stripe, apparently, for $8,500 under
Oh.
this really weird donation from an email.
So we're reading the spam. Is that
that's what we're
letters
getting
we used
to.
to
I'm
get?
just checking to see if there's.
Please send us letters because you'll force us to read spam on the podcast. Next thing you know, he's going to tell us about the pills that he needs to get, to help him.
Well, I mean, they're really good pills. It says it right here in the email. Really good.
It's all natural.
All natural. It's made with real arsenic, it says. Real arsenic. Not the fake arsenic.
All right, what's first on the dock?
All right, man. You're calling my bluff. I'm sitting here.
I got you. I gotta change the topic. No penis pills on the podcast.
Why is it? No, I'm sorry. I'm reading like something about the domain for the website. Damn. All right. What do I have up? Let's see. We have Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold 110 million copies, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is at 24 million copies sold. I mean, those are fucking insane numbers.
Wow. Is that on pace with the Grand Theft Auto 5? Red Dead?
No, I think that's ahead of pace of GTA 5. I want to say.
Oh, for Red Dead?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Jeez. They ain't got no problems over there at Rockstar.
Nope. But,
God,
I mean,
damn.
with how shitty that online is, like, I don't want to recommend it. And that's why we're going into our next article about Red Dead Online World Updates. Yay!
I was going to be honest. I've probably played Red Dead Online twice. I hate Rockstar Online games. Their controls for their games are just too bad to be competitive to me.
Yeah,
man.
I don't even try it.
A single player is always great and amazing. I love it, and I can adjust to the controls to enjoy the. But I just can't do it for multiplayer. It's just no. There's no way. I mean, maybe if I was screwing around, but even that, like, it takes so long. The world is so big that it takes so much time.
Yeah,
it's just not fun. Yeah, it's not fun.
I agree. I haven't played the online yet for the Red Dead because I was so like involved in the story and in the campaign, but even that I haven't finished because I've been just like playing other games. So some of the games I'll eventually get back to. But I did play it because of the update. I wanted to see because they say apparently they updated the HDR.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it looks the same. I think you could just adjust the brightness and stuff like that. You kind of mess around with the settings more.
So it's still shitty HDR. Okay.
I think so. I mean, I didn't see anything different, but if you guys want to try and mess around with it, let me know.
Okay, so let's read through this press release real quick. Today's update to Red Dead Online brings a host of new gameplay, including new cooperative story missions, free roam activities, and the addition of poker, alongside a range of updates and improvements that strengthen and stabilize the foundational world of Red Dead Online experience. A massive thank you to everyone who participated during the beta period. Your feedback has been instrumental in helping us fine-tune the game so far, with many of your suggestions implemented in today's update, and we will continue to implement more of your feedback in future updates to come. This is just the beginning. The future of Red Dead Online is not only includes continued improvements to the core elements of the world to make every aspect of the game fun for all kinds of players, but also brand new experiences that establish a deeper, more immersive collection of the world and your characters. See below for details on today's update and what's coming in the weeks and months ahead. A land of opportunities, co-op missions, free roam missions, posse versus challenges. That's kind of cool. Dynamic events. As you make your way across the frontier, you may happen across townfolk and travelers in need of assistance or opportunities looking to prey on lone riders. Stay sharp and keep an eye out. Many of these encounters offer XP, honor, cash, and even gold rewards. Poker. Visit poker tables at towns and outposts across the map to challenge your friends to a private invite-only game to hold them, or raise a stake and take a seat at a public table. where the buy-ins and rewards are even higher. All poker tables seat up to 6 players, available in 5 locations: Blackwater, St. Denis, Tumbleweed, Valentine, and Flatneck Station. I mean, it's definitely quality of life updates, it looks like.
Yeah.
All Ultimate Edition owners will get additional Red Dead Online $100 of the throat slit emote for free.
Wow, that's a big bonus there.
Yeah, give me that throat slit emote. I'm just waiting for them to add the microtransaction stuff to where you can buy poker money and they get sued for having online gambling in this game.
Yeah,
I can smell it right now.
So here it goes. Another update. Today's update also builds on the player radar and visibility improvements introduced in February to create a smarter and more responsive approach to mitigating griefing behavior. The hostility system tracks aggressive behavior across both playing styles, making hostile players visible to others and helping to balance the needs of the players who want to get away from others who habitually attack or kill during unstructured free roam gameplay. I mean, that's cool, because that was annoying when you would, like, leave the end of a mission, and then people would just kill you instantly, and then it would only spawn you, like, 20 feet away, so the person would keep running up and killing you repeatedly over and over. It was just Groundhog Day. It's just, like, whatever. Let's see. They balance the game, people, faster weapon switch, instant projectiles, new control scheme, they do daily challenges, exclusive PlayStation Plus offer. That's right, people. PlayStation has exclusives. For PS4 players without a PlayStation Plus subscription, you'll be able to play Red Dead Online as part of a special bonus period for now until May 27th. All PS4 players will see new early access content coming soon. Keep an eye on the PlayStation blog for more details. What's next? Yeah, they're going to bring more fucking like railroad and shit content. There you go. I'm not gonna read this. This is all.
I don't know. It feels like kind of late for all this stuff. Like it's so like past the hype.
This should been day
cycle.
one. Like
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, Grand Theft Auto did the same structure when it comes to the shit. Like they don't care. They don't have to care.
I mean, but you think they would if they wanted to keep their population? I mean, I don't know how high
the thing is,
population
they sold 24 million fucking copies. They'll be fine.
I mean, I'm sure it's just like for people who like are interested in it. I'm like, I don't know if they'll really bring it back in again. I don't know. Maybe it will, but I mean, I do like the quality of life stuff. I feel like now is the best time to play it if you haven't bought it yet. You're probably actually better off if you waited because so much stuff was messed up. Like, remember that was that one mission that you couldn't see Marston like in the camp and one other character, Sadie, I think. But yeah, I mean it's cool. I'll fire it up again. I still haven't played in a while, so I might either like start all over or just kind of continue and see where I left off. But it's just as far as campaign goes. But yeah, that's cool. I like the quality of life changes. That's good, and I'm glad they updated HDR, so that's good.
Yeah.
Is it real?
It's not real HDR. Still shitty HDR. Just
like I said,
don't load the game up to check out the HDR. I would load it up to see what these missions online are, though. That sounds like fun. Group of friends missions,
HDR, so. That's just me.
We know, sir. We know. That's why you're being replaced. Next on the docket, AMD's next Horizon gaming event will detail about upcoming products and technologies that will power gaming from PC to consoles to cloud for years to come. Who cares? Apparently Albert Pinella does, though. He put googly eyes on it, so...
Is it just GPUs?
I mean, that's what AMD does. They'll show off a CPU GPU combo and be like, "Look, this is what's gonna be powering your next console for the next 8 years." I hope y'all were ready, pumped, because it's not gonna get any better than this. You're just gonna be sitting here riding this line of medium core CPUs and GPUs.
Yeah,
which is a big step up.
That's the truth, though. Yeah, you're.
Sorry to be a dick, but I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I think the days of like getting a high, because like back in the day when the original like 360 came out, it was actually a high end part. I don't think that's going to be the case ever again. Like, maybe Microsoft will prove me wrong. I want them to. I want both Sony and Microsoft to like just fucking go, look. We're gonna make a $600 console. We're gonna have to take a hit on these $600 consoles, but it's just gonna be a beast, and it's gonna be fucking able to really blow people's hair away.
How soon is that gonna be?
2021, sir.
$600.
$600. 2021.
No.
You think $499? $500?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think $499. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no way $600.
No $599.
No. Hell no.
Nope. Well, you heard it here first. $499 confirmed.
That's right.
Do you think both Sony and Microsoft do the same price point, or do you think they have two different sets of consoles?
I don't know. I don't even think Microsoft's doing two. Not at first, anyway. I think it won't release the same week or whatever. It'll be later than it'll be different than what people are expecting. I promise. Sony's going to do what people expect, though.
I think you're going to see a Zen 2 in both consoles, except that the Xbox Anaconda, whatever it's called, is going to have some Zen 3 features. It's going to be heavily modified.
Yeah, I can see that.
But still Zen 2. It's not going to be like all these rumors that it's Zen 3. I don't think that's going to happen. But I could see them using features in Zen 3's roadmap for their console.
When you say stuff like that, make it sound so much cooler than what it actually is. You know? Using some features. That's just like a software update.
No, it would literally be hardware on the silicone that would be designed for Zen 3, just implemented in Zen 2.
Some of that stuff can be software, though.
Some of
and
it
it will be.
But some of it's going to be hardware.
Well, I guess that's why it's custom, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, Sony's also going to customize their system, so it's not like they're just pulling it like a random, hey, could you give us the MIDI core CPU and GPU and call it a day?
Yeah.
There's plenty of people thinking about these consoles and how to, over the lifespan, of how to make them work better and cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, but they haven't said anything about two SKUs, right? The PlayStation, Sony hasn't said anything about two SKUs.
No.
Yeah,
Just
rumors
one.
only been about the Xbox having two SKUs, one cloud-based one and one, because the whole idea is the rumor is that it uses Zen 3 because that'll be more server-side technology. And then you could design a game for both the Xbox One Anaconda, which is a server-based CPU, and literally a server to run it in the cloud so that they can stream it to a console that could also partially run it.
Yeah.
So that everything's using the same architecture versus like having to run have a server emulate what the console's doing so that it could supply the other half of the information. Like it's, I don't know. We'll see. I just don't see Zen 3 being, unless it doesn't come out till 2021. I don't see it being a Zen 3 processor. If it comes out 2020, it's a Zen 2 with some features of Zen 3.
Wasn't the other one the Lockhart or whatever?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's like a lower spec, but it's like supposed to be cheaper, and then the other one is the Anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like that though. It's like I feel like there's too many systems already. Like they had the X, you got the S. I mean, I'm sure the S will be phased out eventually, but I don't know.
Xbox SAT is there, just sitting there, overpriced.
Yeah, I feel like
for
they
a
have
buyer.
too many. Yeah, they have way too many consoles.
Yeah, I agree.
Already, so.
At this point, there's just too much out there.
Yeah, so I mean that's why like Sony's kind of approach. I mean they haven't really said anything anyway, but I kind of hoping they'll stick with the.
Right now, it's all speculation from everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But if you don't think both companies aren't fucking producing cloud consoles, you're crazy. It's the future.
Yeah.
Fucking streaming. Both are gonna be doing it. No questions asked.
That's true.
Let's see. What's the next bit of news that we can squash down? Free Minecraft 10 anniversary map is out there, guys. You could download that thing, play with your friends.
I'm cool.
We in 2 days we get to find out some big announcement they've been teasing for Minecraft on the 17th. Don't know what it is. Have no clue. Maybe they said 2 big announcements on the 17th. So I'm hoping one's the super duper graphics pack. Maybe, please, for the love of God, give it to
That
us.
still ain't out.
Hell no, that shit ain't out.
We've been asking like what if that's out like for the past 2 years.
And then the augmented reality fucking Minecraft game, which if that's what it sounds like it is, that could be really fucking cool. Like if you're just like sitting like you go to work and you pull up your phone and you just start building a Minecraft map inside of a building that actually exists, and then somebody comes up behind you and just logs into Minecraft and they start building in that building and you destroy each other's buildings. Like that'd be a really cool way of doing an augmented reality Minecraft. Like I'd be down. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But we'll see. That's what they've been hinting at, because they had they showed like this trailer of this. I forgot what one of the executives accidentally leaving their phone on like a bench, and then a lady picking it up, and she was putting dirt blocks down in augmented reality. So, and then he took back the phone and it said like, "Hey, check it out on the 17th." So that's probably what they're gonna announce. I mean, they kind of pointed right at it and said, "That's it, bitches. Get ready for augmented reality."
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I mean, wasn't the HoloLens supposed to be like the demo for that?
I mean, a $3,500 headset would definitely be the way to play that.
If anybody can afford it, yeah.
No, but this is more like HoloLens is like building it on your desk. This is more like walking down the block and be like, "Hey, I just I drew a dick on your building so everybody can walk by your house and see it."
Virtual tagging.
How would they if that's what it is, how would they stop that? That's the real question. Like it's going to be rampant.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right.
I guess people might not care enough.
Yeah. No, but it's still one of the biggest games in the world. It's like it's about to pass Tetris as the #1 selling game of all time. I mean,
so it's more than GTA so far.
Yeah,
GTA,
it's at 160, I think.
No, but GTA is kind of it's not that
no
far
GTA is catching up. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But it's crazy that those 2 games in the short amount of time even especially GTA, but they've like Minecraft's only been out 10 years. Tetris has been out forever.
Yeah. So what was Tetris? Is it like 200 million or something like that?
It's around like 180. No, because Minecraft is like right on the cusp of passing up Tetris.
Wow.
Dragon Ball FighterZ Janemba is confirmed to be the last DLC character in Season 2. So if you like Janemba, get ready.
If you know who he is and you're excited, get excited.
I know who Janemba
At first,
is.
I didn't know who he was until I had to look it up. He's like a
picture.
pinkish kind of like a Boo-ish looking character.
Yeah, he was a version of Boo before the TV series, and he's just a movie version of Boo. And for all the hype that everybody built up, they got all excited. The Ubisoft creative director put a bunch of fucking Splinter Cell shit up on his Twitter page, and the internet exploded.
Yeah, it was all for nothing.
It might be a joke, or it might actually be a hint, or it might be a joke. We don't know. I'd ask Eric what he thought, but it would just be silence anyway. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I don't think there's any other news, guys. I think that's it. I think that's all I had. That's all I got. That's it. I'm done. I'm tapping out. 26 minutes live on the air. 24 minutes into the podcast. I'm done with news. All right.
Well, there was the Gears. I don't know if did we cover that last week. The Gears leak, whatever, like the box art and all that stuff.
No, apparently. I didn't cover that. Nope.
Gears 5. Yeah, apparently, like there's like some leak that's going to be out in September.
Good.
So, I mean, we knew it was coming out this year, though. I mean, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, I guess people would think it would be in October, November instead of earlier. But it's competing with Borderlands. But at this point, I don't really it really matters because Gears is already a big enough franchise to be able to compete with
Hold
Borderlands.
its own. Yeah.
So I don't even think that will affect it. If they
Especially
stay
being day and date on PC, it'll have a huge launch. Like it's
Yeah.
people are gonna buy that game up like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus, people will actually try it in Game Pass. So,
Yeah.
or you can try it on Game Pass and save up your money, and then buy it outright when your Game Pass expires. You know.
Or that $500 million budget of Halo is coming out this year. I'm calling it now. Halo 2019.
Hello.
They're releasing everything. Halo, Gears of War. Xbox is done. They're just trying to get all these games out there.
But I mean, the box art looks all right, but it's not in high resolution, so I don't think it's an official thing. Plus, Marcus has a beard on it, so I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
If he didn't have the beard, I would say okay, that might be a little legit, but he has the beard still, so I don't think it's legit.
All right. Well, is there any other news y'all want to cover before we move on to more exciting?
Borderlands 3 release date.
Oh, well, what's that release date? Huh?
September 13th.
September 13th. Raise your hands so everybody can see if you care. No, none of y'all are on camera. It doesn't help. Y'all failed me. All your avatar's hands are down, so I take that as not being excited for it.
I mean, I want to play it.
I'll probably end up buying it just because I get a bunch of friends that'll play, so I'll play. But they've never been like a huge game for me.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I'll buy it when it's like on sale.
Yeah,
and everything's included.
That's what I should do.
Yeah.
Should wait.
Yeah.
Just save up fucking codes so that I can get all the little keys or whatever.
Oh, those shift codes. I never like. How did you get those? You have to wait for them to tweet it or something like that.
Pretty much. You got a bunch of different ways to get them.
So they just give you access to like better guns,
weapons. Yeah, better guns. Yeah. You're better off holding off till later in the game just so you can get some really good guns.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though how they kind of gate some stuff in the game for just giving you codes and stuff. I don't know. It's just a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, so what do you guys think? Like, I know we're doing E3 in a different show, but what are you guys' thoughts on E3? I know we're getting a little closer to it, so getting closer to seeing more Gears 5.
I
Gears
figure we'll
Tactics.
see Halo, and we'll see. Do you think we get a tactics announcement for Xbox One?
Yeah, that'd be nice, man. I think that's what they should do.
Keyboard and mouse is there. They'll just have it roll out same day and date.
I mean, they've had enough time to kind of gauge, people's feedback on that because people have been obviously asking for a console version. So hopefully they do that. They could probably later coming to Xbox One.
Why later?
I don't know. You know how weird Microsoft is sometimes with their own audience. I guess because they're still doing the PC controls and they want to tackle the other stuff later once they finish the PC stuff. But I hope not. I hope it's just pure console coming.
Yeah.
But can't wait for Gears though. That's gonna be awesome. Like we've seen so little of it, but it's like this is the first time I'm really excited for another Gears game because so much is gonna change with the next one.
It's been a while.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to a friend about even like Halo. It hasn't come out in a while, so it's like I'm kind of pumped for all these games to start rolling back through. I know people keep saying, "Oh, we get a Halo game or Gears game every year." It's like we really don't. Like it is kind of an event when it happens,
Yeah, they kind of pumped the brakes on that. Like they've kind of it looks like they kind of just want to put out like better games instead of just kind of pumping them out every year.
I mean, Master Chief Collection is still being updated. Like they're taking care of their their titles, and it's cool to see that when once Halo Infinite does come out, if it has anywhere near the budget that it's rumored to have, it should be fucking epic.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Plus, I'm looking forward to they still haven't said when Reach is coming out.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that the most as far as just like the
part of the Master Chief Collection
MCC. Yeah, it's gonna look amazing. HDR, no ghosting, 60 frames,
Just
new
buttery
achievements.
smooth.
Yeah.
Achievements, yeah.
They say they're gonna add the multiplayer mode in there as well.
Yeah, I believe they said firefight and all that's coming.
Because I had a deep like customization, but it took like forever to get all the parts. Like forever, especially if you don't play multiplayer. Yeah, but that's gonna be great because there's a few achievements I didn't get for the original 360 version, so it's great to start all over again. See the story. The story is the best part. I think that's one of the best Halo stories, but I know some people disagree.
I mean, so many people have different opinions on Halo story. It's just not worth getting into
Story
that
wise,
argument.
3 is the best.
Yeah, most people seem to put 3 up on the highest. And
Just
then,
for
like,
story though.
I don't know. I think between 2 and Reach. I mean, I like 3 a lot, but
Oh yeah, if we count reach, then I would say reach is the best one.
yeah, I just like the way they told the Spartan stories. That were just because after Halo, you kind of like didn't see too many other Spartans. I mean, after like Halo 3 until Reach, so it was pretty cool seeing like different Spartans. And I know people say they don't have personality, but I think if you play the game a lot, you'll notice like each one has their own different little quirks and what do you call it? Like they just have different personalities that you actually do notice, little subtle things here and there. So
Yeah. Alright, y'all want to move into the anime corner, or do you got anything else you want to hit up?
I can't think of any other news. Like this week was pretty dead. It wasn't actually because I mean usually before E3 you get a lot of good leaks and stuff, but like lately it's been pretty.
It's been fairly quiet.
Yeah, there's also been updates just to like regular third party games. Like I know Horizon got an update today, but that game gets updated almost every week. Um, trying to see what else happened. Rage 2 came out. Um, we talked about that earlier, or that was pre-show.
I think that was pre-show.
Hmm. Then you guys didn't pick it up, right? Any of you guys?
I did not pick it up.
No, no of your stuff. Is he on mute?
I think so.
No, maybe he's.
I did
kids going crazy.
pre-purchase American Fugitive that comes out on the 20th. I thought that looked really interesting.
Oh, what's that about?
It's like a top-down GTA 2, like original GTA kind of over-the-top game, where I guess you escape prison and then you're trying to blend in with society as you find the actual person that like murdered your dog, I guess, or whatever the plot is to it. But it's just one of those like, man, I haven't played like a top-down like 2D shooter that the world environment's destructible. It has a GTA vibe. It's really cool looking. So, I think it's 20% off right now before release of the 20th. So, if you want to pick it up, this is a good time to hit that pre-order promo.
Oh, what's the name of it again?
American Fugitive, I believe, is the name.
Look that up in the game store.
Yeah, it's really interesting looking.
Oh yeah, I see like the art. It does look kind of GTA-ish, yeah.
I mean, it's the best way to describe it. Like, it's just like the original GTA over the top movement.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think it actually looks like remember that game that was banned from Steam, Hatred.
Hatred. Okay.
Yeah, it actually looks a lot like it. Even some of like the houses and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe it's the same game, just reskinned.
Oh, that could be. Yeah. That could be. Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, the graphics aren't like that impressive, but I mean,
now you're just knocking this game. It's Xbox One X enhanced, sir. It's
well,
Xbox
that's
One
good.
X enhanced. It's gonna run in that true 4K.
That's true. I'm sorry, I'll have this volume up.
Man, look
Looking
at
at this trailer
ruining
to
the podcast, ruining it.
Run it.
Huh.
Shows
It
up
almost looks
late,
like
plays a
this
bunch
one
of audio.
I mean, it looks like almost like sprites in a way. Like it doesn't look. I mean, it does look 3D, but like some parts look like sprites.
Yeah.
I guess the way they did it. Oh, the main guy is called Will, which is fun and interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna play as you. I'm excited. I'm like, what would Will do? What would he do?
Oh, that's cool.
It's like Riley found guilty. Oh shit, Will was guilty. What did Will do now? He was late for the podcast. Went into jail.
Oh man.
Who broke out of jail? He's gonna go get Steph. That's what he's looking for. He's to blend in until he gets to him.
We was checking before it was stuff about we're talking about Rage 2. You didn't pick it up, right?
No.
You-
There's no co-op, bro. There's no co-op. So I mean, I don't need another Far Cry right now. Just being honest.
Yeah, I just need to get it because there's so many other games to play. Plus, like, it's one of those games you're better off just waiting because usually Bethesda games like go cheap. Like,
I hate to do that to them because they put so much hard work into it, and it's not even like Far Cry. And you're not going to get a bunch of towers.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure it'll be very unique and fun. It's just that, honestly, I think the reviews were kind of like mediocre. Like what, 72, 73? I got. So like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, certain. I guess depending on which review you look at, like some of them give them
I'm
like
just
80.
talking about Metacritic, like all of them together. So, I mean,
Psychotron says hello. What's going on?
Oh, Psycho! What's up, Psycho? What's up, man? Long time no see. How you been, brother?
But he is watching on that mixer, people. That mixer. But
nice.
Shout out to Mixer. Shout out to Psychotron.
Yeah, man. Psycho's the best. Insanely high gamer score too. So he plays a lot of games.
Man, I feel like my gamer tag score is all the multiplayer games I play. I wish I could get like something for like the hours I've played in games. Like, cause if you go and look at how many hours I played in Halo 5, Overwatch, Apex, and every other multiplayer game that I play, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially talking about PUBG on Steam.
Just want to throw
like
it out there.
25 hours.
On my leaderboard for achievements, you're number 1 right now. You're ahead by 4,820. I'm going to hold this against you.
Wow.
Right now, I'm at 185 achievements for the month.
Wow.
I can't talk. I can't say nothing. I'm sure mine's is lower than that.
Well, speaking of PUBG, you're talking about. I think it's the longest it's been since like between like PC updates and console updates. I feel like it's been forever. The game hasn't been updated in a while.
Let me tell you why. I think I'm just me being honest. I feel like they're doing so many different quality of life stuff on PC that it's just taking way too long to do it on console. And now they also got the PS4 too.
Yeah.
So
that's not good though. Like you can't leave your console people hanging for so long. I mean, just because you keep updating the PC, like you have like
the biggest audience is on PC. So
I know, but like still, like you got like the past season 3 like what's it called again?
Indeed, Survivor Pass stuff.
Yeah, it was I forgot the name of it though. Survivor Pass, something like that. Yeah, so that's actually kind of ending on PC while console still hasn't got it. that's ridiculous.
Wait, it's not on console yet?
No, we still haven't gotten that. Or we haven't gotten the weapon. Yeah, no problem. We haven't gotten the weapon level up stuff or the Erangel
weapon
updates. Weapon mastery, yeah. We haven't gotten the Erangel update with like the added warehouses or whatever. It's really behind. It's ridiculous.
I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff in PUBG right now since I haven't been I literally just got my computer back and downloaded the game and played it for the first time just over the weekend again. And there's like a FAMAS is in the game now, I think, and there's a bunch of stuff I didn't even know. I was like, whoa, shit. So I don't even know. And the people that I play with, they're like I don't even know what you want to call them. They only want to play on Erangel. They don't want to play on none of the other maps anymore. I don't even know.
Is it because they like the rebalance?
I mean, it's always been the best map. I mean, the snow map is great, but something about the snow map. Well, it's like when you play Halo 2, and there's a bunch of great maps. There's Beaver Creek and all sorts of stuff, but Lockout's always the best because you know where everything's at. It's just it's just well balanced, and it's just kind of hard to beat that map. And that's like with PUBG, same thing. I mean, it's Erangel's the Lockout of PUBG, or the Blood Gulch, or I'll call it Coagulation because I'm talking about the other one.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, is that how I sound?
Yeah.
Sound dope.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of the more popular maps, but because I think they overdid the Candy time because they kept putting it in rotation like for all the time, and then I just got tired of it. So now they're putting Sandhawk in rotation as far as like the more, I don't say popular, but the more like playlist, the more playlist. Whatever.
Man, I forgot all about that map. I like that map too a lot. I like Sandhawk.
I do okay in it, but it's so chaotic. Like you gotta watch all your
it.
sides. I think I've only won one chicken dinner on that map. But usually like Erangel. Miramar is still my favorite map out of all of them.
The desert map?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it has like a good balance of like everything, and like it's not like the loose.
I have never heard nobody say that shit before.
As far as just the guns though, like the vehicles, they could add more vehicles. I feel like it's a little barren still, and also Erangel.
Well, they did balance the weapons on that map. I think. I'm not sure if it's on console thing.
So does Erangel have an exclusive gun yet, or no? In the PC version, because Erangel still just has.
Well, I don't think so. Honestly,
because I know they added the what's it called? No,
the PP20 or whatever.
No, well, the Bison was like the latest one they got on a console. Like that got
That's
made
the submachine gun, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the PP20, whatever, 28 or whatever. I don't know what it's called in this game, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's on every map I think, except for the desert map.
Yeah. But Erangel could use more like I feel like it needs a lot more like distance weapons, like a lot more sniper rifles, and because that's a huge map.
And the SKS and the Mini 14 on that map, so.
Yeah, but it's not like it's kind of peppered around like just certain spots. Like
no. They updated that. There's a lot more easier to find. Yeah.
That's good.
Definitely.
Well, it's just it just sucks that it's so out of date. But supposedly they're gonna be the 21st. I think
just go play on PC, bro. Come
no, PC can't run that. But yeah, I think the 21st. I know. No, but I think the best thing I could do outside of the console is probably just mobile. Even that's more updated than the console version.
Look. Go. You got an Android phone or an iPhone?
Yeah, Android.
Go down to Walmart and get you one of them damn SteelSeries Android controllers for your phone. I'm not even playing with you. I'm being dead ass serious. When my friend to play it, he was like, "You want to play mobile PUBG?" And we played. I ain't never played mobile games like that before. He went and bought him that controller, and we was going ham on mobile, fucking people up. Because you can like turn on the lean on the mobile version and everything, and be leaning and shit like you playing it like a regular console game. It was great. Cool. Oh yeah, it was busting ass on that shit.
Yeah, fast controller support. I might look into that.
It definitely does have controller support. Yep. And if you got an Xbox controller, you can just Bluetooth your controller to it. Honestly, just thought about that. Yeah, and it's free. The game's free. Just download it and try it.
Talk about Xbox controller. I picked up the Phantom White one.
I seen the picture you posted. I was jealous.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Shit looks good.
Looks good. Now, if they make a red version of that shit, I might faint.
Yeah, the red one looks cool too, though.
No, if they make I don't even know, not crimson red. I don't even know what's the black one called? That's like that.
He wants the candy apple red one.
I want the one that's red, like but it's see through. I want one like that.
Or like even like a greenish, like blue green version would be cool too. Or like a, I don't know, like a Carolina blue or something. That'd be awesome.
Carolina blue. Baby blue.
That too.
Isn't that Carolina blue?
I guess. I don't know. I think baby blue's a little lighter, but I think Carolina's a little darker. But maybe I could be bugging.
Well, then, let's not get into shades of colors.
I think we should get into shades of white. I want eggshell white for my controller, not robot white.
Eggshell white?
Eggshell white.
I like iPod white.
Yeah. What about colonial white? How do you feel about colonial white?
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan?
Not a fan.
I don't blame you.
I feel like it has bad connotations to it.
No.
I do.
I mean, I think plantation white, definitely, but not not colonial white.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them, man. The whole tea and the harbor and all that. I like that. I like the whole situation. I didn't like how that went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Still want to live under British rule, huh?
Yeah. It wouldn't
That's
mind.
fine. Yeah.
I like the Queen.
Yeah.
Prince Harry.
Nice.
Cheating on his wife. If you listen to the tabloids, you know everything's going bad over there, across the pond, as they would say.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we're gonna get into some anime.
Get some anime. Oh man, like Fairy Tail. That shit was so good. Last week's episode. Shit's finally going down. Like all the like bullshit filler part have ended, and we're kind of getting to the nit and gritty of Natsu. He finding out he's been the big baddie all along. Doesn't even know it.
Man,
man, it's big bad man, and he's like going like he's about to wreck shop, man. Like he's about to fucking destroy some shit. But yeah, I mean, it was like we're gonna see what happens this coming up week. This is coming up Saturday. He's they awoken something in Natsu. We don't know what it is yet. Like even they're like, man, I don't know what the fuck you just woke up, but that shit's up, ready to go. I can't wait to see what happens.
I'm glad you're happy, sir.
Yeah.
I have not watched the show yet, and I've heard great things about it, but I just haven't watched it.
Fairy Tail's a good anime. It really is. So it's a fun, like it's upbeat anime.
But
it's all about the power of family and the power of like working together.
Like every anime?
Like every single fucking anime. Oh my god. Let's see. One Piece. One Punch Man is about family. It's about One Punch's family. He has to feed his kids, man. That's why he's fucking looking at coupon deals all the time. It's why he's worried.
He's got no kids. He'd be the worst parent ever.
That we know of. Because they could totally go on an arc where it's just like, yeah, I got 3 kids. And you'd be like, what? Just like, what the fuck?
they all have long, luxurious hair.
Oh yeah, and they're all just as powerful as he is. Just like, yeah, they decided to become superheroes for fun too.
That'd be great. But this latest episode was really, really good. Did you watch it?
Of One Piece?
No, One Punch.
One Punch. Yeah, it was really good. I was about to say One Piece was actually disappointing. It was a big filler episode, so it's definitely one you can skip. Yeah. It was just going back in time and like I remember not fucking Natsu. I remember Luffy when he came by my city, and all the princesses were they got up to the top of this tower to see the celestial dragons.
Filler?
Oh no, they got up top to the celestial dragons, and they just were all remembering.
That was actually in the manga.
No. I'm not saying that there's no manga in it, but they get to the tower and go, I love the trees, and the princesses run into each other and go, oh my god, I remember when Luffy came to my town, and then they just phased into like fucking 5 minutes of what Luffy did in that section in their town. And they all just were like, don't we all love Luffy?
Let me remind you, Dustin, not everyone watched 900 episodes like you did.
No, but that's filler. That's not fucking, like, there's no real content there. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's the thing.
I consider filler stuff that it's not relevant to the TV show or the
I consider it to be, like, we just need to make this episode fucking longer. Like, or the season longer. Because we got fucking.
I can see it from both ways, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why My Hero is so good, because there's no filler. And it's like page by page.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. It's damn near. I can't wait for that to come back.
Psychotron wanted to make sure we knew Castlevania Anniversary Collection comes out soon, people. Comes out soon.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
What's in there? What's in there?
Man, fucking
All
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I
No,
saw a
there's
list
not
earlier.
much.
Yeah, the most important one is Bloodlines. That's in
Yeah,
there.
Bloodlines is in there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never fully played through Symphony of the Night, so I might actually pick it up.
I don't think
is
that's
that
in there. No,
No,
that's
there
not
might
in there.
be.
Well,
It's
it's
probably in
not
the second.
those.
No, I think it's in the second collection. Maybe they'll collect like the Game Boy ones, like the Game Boy Advance ones, and maybe that one
I
too.
don't care about that shit. Damn, it's just got Bloodlines is the one. Is that the newest one?
No, that's the one that came out for Sega Genesis, like back in the day. It was
What's
like
the one that came out with that older new one? It's like that was on the 3DS.
3DS.
Yeah, those aren't on it. Like, people have been complaining about that in the threads about it,
Oh,
so, yeah. You get that shit later, son.
oh.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'll pick it up. It's definitely.
Shit, they need to remake them 360 ones. What they need to do, the Kojima ones.
Oh, man, if those got 4K patches,
Yeah,
mind-blowing.
that'd be great.
Psychotron says $19.99. Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for $20, I'll definitely. I'll buy that day one.
Let's see. But yeah, the One Piece episode was nothing worth really rehashing over. The Fairy Tale was really good. I'm trying to remember if I watched anything else. I did a lot of anime. You said you watched a little bit of Mob Psycho 100?
I did, sir, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I could not get off the game to continue watching it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna finish. I'll probably watch all of it this weekend because I'm not gonna have anything else to do, sadly. But I did start a new show called Dead to Me on Netflix, and it's pretty freaking good. So I will give a shout out to that show. It's called Dead to Me. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah, I haven't. So, Shield Hero and Wise Man's Grandchild both came out today. I haven't watched them yet. Next week I'll have an update on it.
Okay.
Yeah. At the time I got reincarnated as a slime, is not actively showing right now. Hopefully that comes back on soon because that's a good show.
Does Rick and Morty count as anime?
I'd count it for the section. Yeah, I mean it comes
so
out.
that's coming back.
Yeah,
November. And the Morty. Well, I guess I forgot what you call it. I guess the Rick Mobile. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Rick Mobile was just here in Montana.
Was it? It's awesome.
Yeah, I missed it though. I was very pissed. I had a little reminder for the thing, but I had to work so long that I couldn't go. I was very upset. But yeah. They'll be back. It'll be back. All right. Well, you got anything you want to talk about, Will, and anything like that?
Like what we've been playing, or just like general stuff.
Oh, we can go to what we've been playing. General.
But
Whatever.
before we do that, if we're gonna go to what we've been playing, I want to ask: anybody see the new X-Men Dark Phoenix trailer, and how do you feel about it? You still have bad feelings, or
I haven't watched it yet.
the trailer?
No.
What about you, Will?
I don't know if it's the same one that I watched. Is it
like the new? It's like a little bit. It's like I feel like it's cut better than the one. It's not like a whole story piece. It's like it's sliced up a little bit better. Where it's like where she fucking tears Magneto's his whole outfit off of him. Is great. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. I think it's going to be better than what people think.
You know, I think I did see that one. Yeah, it looks okay. Like it looks way more interesting than fucking the last couple movies. So why not?
Well, the last one was the only one I consider not a good movie. The one before that was great. All the other ones were great to me.
Yeah, they messed up Apocalypse so badly. I was like, come on.
The villain looks so stupid.
Look, you're gonna look stellar in your new outfit. I mean, amazing. It's gonna be so great.
Was that in the movie?
He pretty much. It's what that movie was about. It was about fucking like giving people makeovers, and then.
Oh yeah, he did do that a lot, didn't he?
He did that a lot in that movie. Oh, you're gonna look those boots. Oh my god, like that's gonna be amazing. I've been here a long time. Let me tell you, those boots are fresh.
When he was putting people into he was reorganizing their atoms and shit, and I was like, damn, kind of. Yeah, but then he also reminded me of the villain from Power Rangers the whole time.
Yeah, he just wasn't. he wasn't Apocalypse. He was a fashion designer. That
He was the guy with the ooze.
yeah.
The ooze guy.
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze, yeah. He's Ivan Ooze, man. Well, why you know that? Why you know what that is?
I was a huge Power Rangers fan. Sorry.
Psychotron says yes, and I have mixed feelings.
About the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The reason I don't like it, I'm not really fond of it is because like they don't really show anything new. It's all the same cast and like it's just Phoenix, like old Phoenix stuff, and they haven't really gotten like a good enough backstory for that to feel organic.
All I know is she's PMSing, and I need to go see this movie because she's PMSing.
Why do you think she's PMSing?
Because
did you not watch the last movie?
Oh, there's some other plot about how she got her atoms changed or something?
No, at the end of the movie, she like freaks out.
Yeah, so.
And then in this movie, she gets like that. She gets the Ivan Ooze, and then she turns into Dark Ooze.
You're not selling me on this movie. She's
I'm not being that serious, but
yeah.
At the end of the movie, she like flips out, and they're like she can't control her powers and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like I haven't seen that movie in such a long time.
That movie was so terrible, nobody cared. And
I mean, it wasn't.
It was that bad. No, it was a fucking god awful movie.
What would you give it out of 5?
1.
I think it's about a 2.5.
Oh, no points. Like that shit's either a 1 or a 2. That shit ain't no 0.5.
Oh, out of 5.
Yeah, out of 5.
Like 2.
It's a fucking terrible movie. It's a 1. It's trash.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see fucking people get makeovers. I wanted to see people fight. I wanted my CGI fight scenes, not. We're gonna mess with your DNA a little bit, and then we're gonna hook you up with some Uggs. You're gonna look good.
You can't with that voice.
You're gonna look fantastic. Can't wait.
So you can't let Bryan Singer do 2 X-Men anymore. He's just too. He's like, I don't know. I feel like he's washed up.
And by the way, I loved this X-Men set of movies. It's just that movie's that awful.
That one.
Yeah.
I
mean, Days of Future Past was so good. I don't know what happened.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Logan.
First Class is a great movie. Days of Future Past, great movie.
Mm-hmm. Logan.
Logan was awesome. String there.
Yeah.
Like
that one messed up the streak.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there was
one turd in there.
Yeah, I guess you can't have all good movies, but you know another trailer that actually got me that I'm excited to watch because the first trailer was awful, and it's because it was pre-Endgame, and now that Endgame's over, fucking Spider-Man looks good. Like I was surprised to watch that trailer. Go, I want to watch that movie. I think that might be a fun movie to go see.
Wait, weren't you the one who hated Spider-Man?
I hated the first trailer for it, but the movie, I liked the movie.
The first Spider-Man?
No, I enjoyed the first movie.
Oh, okay, and then it's one of my other friends.
Yeah, I thought the first movie was really good because it was more of a, like you said, he was a small town Spider-Man. It wasn't a, I'm gonna save the universe Spider-Man like on day one. Like it was like they actually gave Spider-Man a Spider-Man plot. Like he stopped a weapons dealer. That was cool. Like
plus this one, like the way the end game ended, it makes this one a lot more interesting. The way they left it off, and so that's makes it so interesting.
Plus, we could talk about that real quick, I guess we should do that like post show if we're going to talk about Endgame.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
I think everybody here's seen Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk about it after the show. I don't want to spoil people. If you haven't seen it yet, Endgame, watch it. But we'll talk about it once we get done with what we've been playing, because there's things I want to say about that.
Yeah. So I've been playing Crackdown 3 campaign. Just in a minute.
It's a good campaign. I mean, there's nothing to be fucking ashamed of playing. Like, man, I played that Crackdown 3.
It's just a little repetitive, but like once you get into it, it's pretty fun. Like the bosses are kind of the highlights of the game for me. Like they're so interesting. Playing Sea of Thieves with Dustin, that one night was very frustrating because
rage.
The guy kind of I seen you rage quit.
I did. I can't deny this.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of
I was like,
quest.
Will, if we don't get through this, I'm just going. I need to get something to eat. I'll leave. And then it just like fucking was like, I'm done. I quit. This is it.
Yeah, it's basically a dickhead trying to like take one of our like
We
quest
didn't
items,
have
which
any
didn't
loot.
work anyway. Like,
Yeah, we had nothing.
yeah, so it was just kind of a futile like exercise in futility. I was just I was just trying to fight him just to kind of like
Yeah.
hold my ground, but it wasn't worth it at all. You just might as well just like quit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still fun. It's just like some of the quests are kind of frustrating because like if you don't have
Well, like this one
I don't
quest,
know
this
if you
tall
get
tale literally, and
yeah
I get that it's about like exploring the map. I've been around the map a million fucking times. I
yeah
get it. But this tall tale literally was sending us from one corner of the map to the exact opposite corner to go back to the other corner, back to the opposite, like just to stretch out this small mission as long as possible. And we got
yeah
no win the whole time. We were fucking dealing with dickheads the whole time. It just turned into like, fuck, why are we playing this? We could be playing something more fun. I mean,
yeah.
I
It's just
want to
gonna
do
some run
these,
around.
but yeah, we're just.
It's
It's just
annoying.
frustrating because we got down to like the very end of this thing is somebody ended up getting one of our keys randomly. I don't even know how, but they got our key,
Yeah.
and it was like, fuck. Now let's just try to do the whole mission over. But we have a key in the box, so we should only need one more key. So let's try to do this, and even that just fucking fell flat on its face. So it was like, fuck this game.
Yeah, I feel like they had to fix that. They had to put like maybe regenerating instance or something like that. I don't know because I feel like that's doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know you're in the same server or whatever, but that affects your progress, so that's not good.
Yeah. Especially when you're supposed to do these each fucking mission 5 fucking times. It's just
Yeah, oh my
ridiculous.
god, I know. But yeah, besides that, played a little bit of Bulletstorm because I got a 4K update. It looks really sharp. Looks really good. A
You
little bit of
like the
Horizon.
sharpness.
Yeah, I was surprised that one got an update because it was taken off the 4K enhancement list on the online. So surprised you got it. It just kind of came out of nowhere, but that's cool. And besides that, for Forza Horizon 4, my usual PUBG, a little bit of Red Dead to check out the HDR, which Dustin was like no, and a little bit of State of Decay 2. So that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I jumped on the State of Decay 2 bandwagon. I think I talked about it last week. It's definitely a lot. I mean, it's leaps and bounds better than
Oh
launch.
yeah,
Like, it's insane just how much progress that game's made. And I know people have been throwing around these fucking like zoomed in pictures of character models that are like 1,000 feet away, so the face looks all fucked up pictures. But
yeah.
the
It's
game
not.
actually does look pretty good. It's not like a
Yeah,
bad looking game. It's a good looking game, and it's fucking it's State of Decay. It still has its quirkiness to it. But would you want a State of Decay that wasn't a little quirky? Because that's kind of the whole point of like that's what made that game fun. When you
yeah.
have
That
all
was,
those open systems like that, you want a little quirkiness to it.
yeah, pretty much. And like I was playing the first one again. Yeah, it's hard to go back to that one, man. After the second one, because the second one has so much good um,
Just
quality of
quality of
life, and
life, yeah,
yeah,
improvements.
animation is way better. And it's hard. It was almost like going back to like a PlayStation 1 game. That's how bad it was. I was like, Jesus.
Psychotron says Crackdown 3 is fun, and I do need to play Sea of Thieves someday. You're always
Yeah,
welcome to join our
yeah,
crew.
man. Yeah, the more the merrier. We'd be down to play with you.
I played
Three-man
some
team.
Elder Scrolls Online with. Well, I was playing myself to try to catch up to Verna Maria, but they're so far ahead of me. But I ended up picking up Tales of Vesperia for Xbox since
Oh,
it was on
nice.
sale, and I picked up the
How much
Dragon
was
Ball.
it?
I think it was 10, 15% off, 20%, something like that. I forgot what
Yeah,
the exact price was.
it wasn't like a crazy sale, but is it still on sale though?
I think
Or was it
so.
just,
I own
oh,
it, so I can't even really see it unless I try to
yeah.
buy it for a friend. But I got that, and I bought both seasons to Dragon Ball Fighter Z to get all the characters.
Nice.
So yes, I am supporting sexism and putting women down according to Reset Era. That was a funny thread to read.
Yeah,
There's
because
just
like I
like
mean,
not enough female fighters. It's like, well, yeah, there's
it's
not
Dragon
that
Ball Z for
many.
you though.
Like
It's,
that's
it's
well,
not the game's fault.
it's kind of anime for you. Like it's a
Yeah.
cultural thing. Like, but at the same time, like there are female fighters in there. And then
Hmm.
the the fact that Android 18 has to have a man help her out with half her moves is like, well, you know, through the whole series, they're kind of a duo. Like, they're kind of shown together all the fucking time. I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah. Did they added? I don't remember, but I don't think they added the 2 Saiyan girls from Super right?
yet? No, I think that'll be a season 3. They'll add them in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because there's actually a lot of the people that are in the Tournament of Power. There's quite a few women that you could definitely add in there.
Yeah, they got Videl.
Yeah.
Videl, that's my chick.
People don't like her because like she tamed Gohan. Apparently, he's less cool and less powerful.
He was never fucking cool.
That's all plot armor, sir.
Yeah, he was never cool. If anything, Videl was always fucking cooler than he ever was. He was either a cry little bitch as a child, or dressing up as the Great Saiyan Man, or being a little bitch as an adult because he never trained. And then he was a bitch again when he couldn't beat Boo. Like there are moments that Gohan is awesome, and then there's the rest of Gohan's story, which is just like I'm gonna sit here and cry forever and never be able to actually do anything. And my dad's going to bail me out of every situation possible, which is why there's like fucking 5 Gokus from Dragon Ball FighterZ you can choose from.
Oh my god.
Because it's more like, this is the time. So which fighter are you going to play? I want to play the time Goku saved us the 3rd time. I want to play that Goku. And that's how you can essentially put all the Gokus in there. It's like, which time did he save you? Pick that Goku. To the point, I mean, they got Goku from GT in there. I mean, I played him. He's cool. I like the fact that they added the GT characters. It always annoyed me when people are like, fuck GT, I'm just not into it. It's like, you know, make it an Elseworld story. Who cares? Like, it's a thing. Like, it's fine. It's GT.
I think most people just wanted the young Goku, not like the GT version. But I think that would have been cool, but I mean, that's fine. I'll still take.
He's still young Goku. It's the same fucking character. He uses the fucking power pole all the time. I mean, what the fuck? What else could they have done? I don't think he transforms into a Super Saiyan 5 or 4 or 7 or whatever the fuck it is now.
Does he have like his old? Because they can give him the the costume skin from like Dragon Ball. They can still do that.
Yeah.
They won't look too far off.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily do that. Call it a day.
So yeah,
it's literally him just the original Dragon Ball version of Goku. They just drew him in GT.
Mm-hmm. Does they fix the lobbies yet? Like, I feel like.
I mean, you could play offline and then just join a private, have your own private lobby.
But like it's still like that stupid little character thing where you have to like.
Oh no, yeah, but that's Japanese fucking fighting games. I mean, that's just kind of how it is, man.
Well, they started that with Guilty Gear, and then they kind of transitioned to that to Dragon Ball. I'm like, oh come on, man! I just
Dead or Alive has done it. Like a lot of games have done that stupid fucking lobby system. However, you can hit left trigger and it brings you up a menu, and you can just fucking pick the options you want, not actually run around. So. Like,
okay, that works.
You don't. I mean, it's still going to load up. Still got that. What was it called? PlayStation Home, or PlayStation? Yeah. Still got that stupid fucking lobby system where it's like, man, it's just going to be so much better when you could walk around a world with other people. And no, just give me a fucking menu. I'm good with that. Like, I don't need to walk around. I'm surprised you don't fucking build a home on a beach somewhere, like on a random island, and people can come and play with you on your island.
Homecraft.
Yeah. That's what the Minecraft announcement is going to be. It's going to be that. It's going to be Homecraft.
Homecraft for the PS4 exclusively.
Yeah. Oh man. It's going to be revolutionary. It's going to be great. But yeah, Tales of Vesperia has been a lot of fun. I'm kind of caught up to where I was on the Switch version. But I'm going to play a lot more of that. I'm really enjoying it. It's one of those games I can play while watching anime on my phone at the same time. So it's a nice little.
I have no idea how you do that.
Oh man,
that's weird.
It's called dubbed anime, sir.
All on your phone and like playing the game too. That's just crazy.
Nah, just ask your kids; they'll tell you.
No, all they do
not,
is play
they're not
Fortnite. They
juggling
just
and playing Fortnite at the same time. They're like, Dad, this dude sucks. He's lagging.
no. My son would say he's trash.
He's
He's
trash.
trash. And if someone's really good, he'll call him a hacker
Okay.
because he thinks everybody's hacking.
They're
That's better
hacking the
than him.
game.
Yeah. Anybody that's better than him is hacking.
But I think that's it for what I've really been playing. I mean, I played some Super Mario Brothers on my Switch, and that's about it. Like that's it. Anybody else got any other games? Or no, there's one other thing I could talk about before I get done. I picked up another board game, City of Kings. I'm trying to figure out a way to live stream that or do something like that and play with people on the go. I know I've been talking about doing like board games or D&D or something. Like I'd like to. I've been picking. I got quite a collection, if you will, of board games now, and I'd like to find a way to enjoy that with everybody else. Be cool. But
yeah, I ain't really played anything other than the usual stuff. I'm just giving my shout outs. Shout out to Apex, PUBG, Halo 5. So what?
When are they adding another map to Apex? I feel like it's time. It's
Another map.
Yeah, they got another map, but it's kind of boring.
Hey, that's what I was actually just like kind of getting a feel for what other people thought, and someone was telling me that they think they're just gonna like update the current map, which would upset me. Like how how Fortnite just adds like a little section to it.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're gonna do.
That's pretty lame. I wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, I know that's like the cheaper route because you don't have to like make anything. But
You ask them whenever you talk to somebody else, see what they think.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I'm just getting a feel what everybody else think, man. But also, so I've been playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider still, and it's every time how you play a game and you think you back like right at the end, and then something else happens. I feel like that's happened 3 times. It's kind of a little bit annoying, but it's also really good storytelling at the same time. So, but I swear that someone's been captured in a game like 3 different times. But it's still pretty good.
Okay.
But and what else have I played? I think that's pretty much it. Shout out to Merch, still pretty good though. Every time I get to dive off a huge cliff, get to see how great the water looks in that game. It's not Sea of Thieves level, but still, it's a beautiful game, man. I'm gonna probably start up probably start up one of the other ones after I beat this one, just to go back and I've had so much fun with Tomb Raider. Kind of missing the old ones, especially that first one. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
I played them all out of order. Like I played like one, I got like really far on the 360, and then started playing the first one on the Xbox One again. Didn't get that far. Then I started playing 2, and then 3. So I don't know. I gotta stop doing that.
Did you beat any of them?
No, got very close to 1 though.
Yeah, that's the only downside about playing these games is after you beat 1, it leaves you wanting what you get at the end of the first game, which I won't spoil for you if you did get that part yet. As the very end of the first game, you get something that's like the thing that makes Tomb Raider, and then you never get it again. It's very disappointing. But yeah, man, that's all I've been playing. Yeah. But yeah, I feel you on the Apex though. I mean, every time I play with a lot of randoms, and I ask people like what they think about the map and stuff, and I don't know, man. I really would like. I want it to be more like PUBG than Fortnite when it comes to maps, So yeah, I hope that they release it. But if EA had like an earnings call, I don't think we talked about that, but they pretty much said that the next update is going to be in like November. I want to say. So
Okay.
I mean that's kind of far away. That's a long time to have this what we got now, and they're saying that Respawn's learning a lot from free to play and having because this is their first game as a service, so
Yeah.
they're you think that would be prepared, after seeing everybody else do it, but I guess they didn't know they was going to have 50 million players is what they reported. So, but
Yeah.
well. All right. Well, is there anything else?
No, I think that does it.
All right.
Well, I mean, talk about that end game.
All right. Well, let's close it out, and then anyone who's still here can listen to in-game spoilers.
I'm gonna hit that outro. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome to that endgame discussion. We're here, ready to go. Endgame, guys. How do y'all feel? What do you think?
I'm a little saddened. It was a great movie. I enjoyed all 3 hours and 20 minutes and 17 seconds of it. But I didn't go into this movie realizing that it was the end of so many characters' story. You know?
And not killing them, just like writing them off in weird, sometimes just really weird ways.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get the whole destroying the Hulk. Just don't get it.
Yeah. That came out and said that's permanent damage.
Yeah, that shouldn't be true.
No, that's permanent damage. That's what the writer said.
I know. I wish they would stop talking about the movie. It's like it kind
well,
of
not even the permanent damage. Like I just me and Bruce Banner and the Hulk, we had an agreement. We came together and we just realized that we're just gonna. I can't even really throw. Look, I threw a tire like 20 feet. Oh man, I'm the Hulk.
Oh, you didn't like that version of the Hulk?
No, it's a bitchy version of the Hulk. The Hulk should always fucking be like, look, they never tackled World War Hulk or like any of the other versions of the Hulk that get way madder and way stronger. And they just turned the Hulk into, like, well, there's a bunch of different versions of Hulk. And they just turned him into a bitch so that they didn't have to do anything. I just type on stuff and have big fingers. That's the version of the Hulk they went with. I'm the Bruce Banner.
Yeah, he didn't have to fight. He didn't have to really fight.
Did he even
fight?
He didn't really.
He never fought in this movie.
No, he's just a bitchy version of the Hulk.
I just realized that he didn't fight in the movie.
Like, I don't want to be like Debbie Downer on it. It's just not a fucking great version of the Hulk.
I'm gonna say my favorite Marvel character ruled this movie. Captain America got that hammer and he showed out. That shit was great.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. It was great. It's the best thing about the movie. That's what I say.
Well, I mean, the Hulk thing, though, I think they can always, because I don't think he's, like, really, like...
He just gets mad again, I guess.
Yeah, well, they can always cast him again in another movie. It's not not a big deal because he's not really dead or he hasn't, like, retired or anything, so they can always kind of make his arm grow back and...
No. They specifically said that this is permanent damage.
Yeah, but that's like just one director. Like, you don't have to, like, follow exactly what he's saying.
Well, I don't think it's because of the director. I think it's because of the way they're laying out the universe with the whole time travel thing. Time travel only works when you have a set of rules and you follow them.
Yeah, but they even threw that shit out the window themselves. I mean,
when they say that, what they do? What I missed?
Them just going like fucking time travel. All these movies you just don't understand. And then look, okay, if time travel works the way they say it works. Captain America staying back in time means there's a universe out there that Thanos wins again. Because he created a new universe by staying back in time. He did.
In a way.
No, not in a way. He literally created a universe for him to be happy where Thanos wins.
Only thing I would argue.
Because no matter what, he's going to affect the timeline. Just because he doesn't affect the fucking superheroes that he cares about's timeline, he affects the timeline, he creates a new universe. Like, the fact that they took the gems creates a new universe. Like, they by their time travel logic, they created, like hundreds of new universes by affecting time. Like, they fucking have all these places, these different dimensions that fucking Thanos wins. Except for the one that they all get to live in now.
Real quick, if you remember, the scene where they explain exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
They had
yeah.
They specifically, well, she specifically said that that's what would happen, but his rebuttal was, "Well, I'll bring them back right before we took them, so it'd be like we never done it."
But he didn't. He stayed back in time,
No,
and
no,
he
no, no,
literally
no. Who's to say that he did
he
it?
stayed back in time and lived a life with somebody else and altering the timeline completely again,
Okay,
creating a brand new universe.
Let me finish my statement, and then you can explain what you're saying, so you can hear me out completely.
No,
So
I
you're saying,
get what you're saying.
okay, so you're saying that even though he took them back and gave them back, the fact that he
himself
was only
stayed
gone
there.
from his, hold on, let me finish. So he was only gone from the timeline that he existed in for 5 seconds. And he stayed in that timeline, that he created another timeline.
Yes.
Even though he was already from the timeline, because that's his original time.
Yeah.
He's already there.
But he wasn't there in the beginning.
I don't know. It's confusing, man. Time travel.
No. It's not confusing because he wasn't there in the beginning. If they were going to make this where time travel made sense, they should have had old Captain America like in a scene in the beginning where it references like time is going, ever present. But they didn't do that.
I remember when I had a wiener that went up.
They didn't have to go that far, but they could have just had him in like a scene where he's in the city and then they walk by him.
I just want to know how old he is. Because he wasn't supposed to age, really, right?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, when did he go back to? Like the 70s?
No, earlier than that. It was like the 40s. I thought, right?
No, because she was older. I think it was like the 60s. Because it has to deal with dude from Ant-Man's timeline. Because he was making the serum to go back in time. So
okay, so the 60s then.
So the 60s. Which still, I mean, he's still like 60 years old, like fucking.
But I thought he didn't age. I thought he didn't age as like everyone else because of the serum. But I guess
apparently not. It's called a plot device, sir. He could age.
Okay, plot armor. Okay, I got you.
It's like that time Superman gets old and then he like fucking walks outside of the cave he was in and then he was young again. Just plot armor. It's just dumb. I mean, I guess he just stopped working out, started sitting in a chair, and just got.
Yeah, he was all skinny.
Yeah. But I mean, it like I'd say it's an 8 out of 10 movie. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a good movie. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was a great movie. Like it's a fun.
What do you
movie.
think about the since we're on this part of the movie? What about Falcon being the next Captain America before Winter Soldier?
Dumb.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been Winter Soldier before Falcon because that's the way. I mean, and obviously they're going to do it the way they want to. But
look, I'll be honest. The only characters I care about, Spider-Man, because I think his next movie looks cool. Black Panther, and I'm done. I don't give a fuck about any of these movies. No, Guardians. I'll say that Guardians, just because Thor's in it. It's just a guard. So Spider-Man, Black Panther, Guardians with Thor. I don't give a fuck about the rest of their universe. I don't.
Not even.
I don't give a fuck. No, don't fucking care. Where's he gonna go? Kill more people in fucking Mexico? Fuck him. Why would I care about that character? You fucking turn him
on TV show.
Oh, so I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna watch that.
Without.
What are they gonna do? Just cancel it or put it on DirecTV or
no, it's going Disney on. Okay, Disney? Let's talk about this real quick. So Disney bought Hulu all the way now. They own Hulu. So yeah, so that we're gonna get them shows back, baby. They're doing it right now.
I guess we'll see. Fucking. Well, we're not gonna get all the Marvel shows back. Well, they're gonna be different versions of the Marvel show or of the Netflix shows.
Yeah, they better not fuck it up. They're putting it on Hulu though.
No, but the thing is they like Netflix still owns all the episodes to like the first seasons of Daredevil, Luke Cage, all those shows. They own that. Yeah. Disney doesn't own it. Disney owns the characters, but they don't own the show. So they'd have to completely rewrite and explain how Luke Cage just appears without ever referencing the episodes before.
Oh, they can't reference the...
Nope. Owned by Netflix. Can't reference them.
For how long?
Forever. Netflix owns those episodes, all of them. they produced
Forever.
forever and ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they'd probably have to recast if they were doing.
Oh man, the Punisher was too
Sucks.
perfect, man. Come on.
Well, I think Daredevil was like the best of the bunch.
Oh no, without a
Nah,
doubt,
Punisher
Daredevil
was
was the best.
Punisher was the best one.
Punisher was a second, maybe.
No, that's the best.
Daredevil's better.
And I tell you why, Daredevil that last season just wasn't it, Chief. That last part, those last 2 episodes was just not good enough.
All right. Let's put it down this way. Daredevil season 1, up there,
great,
top, one of the top seasons. Period.
Now
Daredevil
season 2.
Season 2 was the top season out of any of the shows.
Because
it's a Punisher Daredevil season.
Yes, Punisher made it the best.
And that's why why Daredevil is better than the Punisher show, because the Punisher show is good, but it's not fucking. If they would have done his story that they did in Daredevil in the original Punisher fucking season, you're completely right. But they did his fucking intro and his badass being Punisher in Daredevil, and that's what makes that season so much better. And you still get the Matt Murdock. You still get all the great cast. You get everything. It all ties into Daredevil. While Luke Cage is good, but it's... I mean, I even think the second season is better than people make it out to be.
She should have died at the end of that shit.
She should have, but it's better than people make it out to be. Like, people really downplayed that second season.
Real quick. Will, what do you think of the movie?
Endgame, Sorry. Yeah. We're going way off a tangent.
Oh, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was like among the better ones. Actually, more than Infinity War. Even though people like Infinity War.
You're fucking crazy. Kicking about the show.
I feel like the characterization is more strong because it has the original team.
Honestly, just quick question. Sorry to interrupt, but do you think they didn't just destroy all the characterization of Thanos in the Infinity? Because I thought like Thanos was awesome in Infinity War. Mm-hmm. Thanos was fucking awful in Endgame. Like he was just a fucking shell of a character of what they built in the first movie.
Because the first one,
because it was
Infinity
just like
War is a Thanos movie. This is an Avengers movie.
It's called Endgame. It was a Thanos movie.
I mean,
it was them getting back at Thanos.
No. Most of Thanos only has. Yeah, but Thanos it doesn't have that much screen time compared to Infinity War. He has way more screen time in Infinity War. You get to know his whole backstory and everything in Infinity War. This one, you get little bits and pieces of him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like the first Infinity War already kind of covers his story, and then
I'm just saying they destroy his character.
Not really.
They do. It sets out what he has to do, and then like
he's just sitting.
If you really think about,
sitting in his tent on another fucking planet, like being a bitch, just so that fucking Thor can throw a hammer and chop off his head. That's his plot.
That was great.
No, but that's the plot of Thanos in that movie. And then it's like, oh, we go back in time, and he goes, oh, my plan worked. Let me just move on, and let me destroy the Earth. I guess, like, I think Red Letter Media hit the nail on the head. They needed to set up the heist better, because it was a fucking heist movie at its heart. Mm-hmm. And if they would have expanded on the heist, you would have felt more effect from the heist going wrong than it was just like, hey, here's a time travel joke. Reference 1, 2, 3 different fucking futuristic movies. All right, let's go, guys. And then it all goes wrong, and it doesn't really matter because Avengers. Like and then you have the fucking woman power scene, and you just have all these like fucking moments of just silliness. It's just like, okay, like let me get this straight. We needed all the women of the MCU to protect Captain Marvel, which just brought down a giant fucking ship with her bare goddamn hands to protect her through 10 people so she can hold on to the Infinity Gauntlet? Why? Why didn't she just put the fucking Infinity Gauntlet on, snap her fingers, and call it a fucking day? Wouldn't she be able to hold on to the Infinity Gauntlet? Nope, we needed fucking plot armor, and we just needed Cap or Iron Man to die. Like, there's big fucking issues with that movie. Why didn't anybody else just put the gauntlet on. Like anybody. They just had fucking like
Because-
50 fucking windows open with people running through it.
Because he had to do it. There was only one way.
There's only one way.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, there's only one way.
Doctor Strange.
Except for the 80 other fucking people that were in front of him that could have easily just took the gauntlet, hit their fingers, put their fingers together and called it a day.
Yeah, but you seen what it did to fucking Hulk when he put it on?
Iron Man is a human being with no special powers. Zero.
He had the suit on.
So everybody could have fucking did that.
Well, they kind of just wanted to finish his arc out, I guess.
I know. I'm just saying, if I got to find complaints for this movie, because actually I did like the movie. I feel
like he's shitting on it. I don't know.
Deserves the shit. It is definitely not like an Oscar-winning movie. It's a fun summer blockbuster.
You think Robert Downey Jr. is gonna get an Oscar for his performance?
Fucking
when he said,
him laying in the Iron Man. Yeah,
that was great. That was perfect though. That was great. That was a great line. It gave me chills.
Yeah, like I said, for putting together all those fucking Marvel movies and like coming to this event, it was a really cool movie. It just wasn't a great movie. It was a good movie. It was a fun summer blockbuster.
For you. Can you say that? For you.
For a lot of people.
We're just talking about you, right?
A lot of people. But yeah, for me, it's a good, fun summer blockbuster. I'd recommend seeing it in movie theaters. I probably wouldn't buy the Blu-ray.
No.
It's a really long movie. So, like, yeah, I think it's definitely a theater experience, for sure. It's impactful. The sound's great. It's beautifully. The CGI is great. You don't have any of those like uncanny valley or moments of like in Infinity War where Banner's head looks like it's just photoshopped. Like somebody put it in Microsoft Paint and put it in the Iron Man suit. None of that never happens. Like which is great.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a beautiful movie. And the fact that Gamora took so much screen time was awesome. I thought she was fucking brilliant in that movie. She fucking killed it. Huh?
Oh, in the last one.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about in fucking Endgame. She's in that movie a ton. She has the most screen time other than the top 3 male leads.
Wait, Gamora?
Yeah.
I don't remember that long.
Or no, maybe not. What's Gamora's sister?
You mean Nebula?
Fuck. Yeah, Nebula. She fucking kills it. She has an amazing performance in that movie.
Yeah, she's good.
She, like, I would watch a Gamora Nebula movie. That would be fucking, like, that's... They don't need one.
She ruined. She got everyone killed, and I hate her. Fuck that bitch.
No, but her, like, we're talking about the actress. Her performance was amazing.
Nah,
like, she killed it in that movie.
Nah, she's just as bad as motherfucking Chris Pratt, bitch ass, fucking hitting dude when he pulling the glove off. Fuck that motherfucker. That's just as bad as.
It's I don't know. It's a comic book movie. I would say that.
Fuck them, man.
It's a good fun movie.
Well, I kind of just want to see them do Nova because that's like one of my favorite cosmic characters.
Yeah.
Isn't
that the next arc is magic, or is that the arc after this? Which phase are we in? Because I could have swore it was magic coming.
Magic's now. They're doing magic right now.
Yeah, Doctor Strange 2, Eternals, Black Widow, Black Panther 2. What else? Guardians 3. But that's like way far out.
Yeah. But I'm stoked for the Guardians 3 shit. Like, if Thor's still with them, that'd be fucking amazing. Because I think they're all great characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they left it at a really interesting spot. I just hope James Gunn kind of scales back the whole soundtrack and the humor from the second one because it was like way too.
It was over the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
First one, like anybody says the second Guardians is better than the first is fucking insane.
Yeah, definitely.
The first Guardians is a perfect movie. It really is. Perfect plot. All the characters, all the acting's perfect. Like it's just an amazing movie.
Yeah.
The second movie, you're just sitting there like, can we get over? I get it that you're trying to make a joke. Like, can we move the fuck on with this plot? And then the villain being his dad is just kind of shitty. It's not. I mean, I get that's how it's in the comics, but it just wasn't. It wasn't well executed. Like,
yeah,
it's like I'm gonna go play catch with my dad. And it's like, all right, I get it. Like, he never had a dad before, and his mother died in front of him. Like, it sucks. Like, I get it, but
Yeah. Plus, he has like powers for like a brief couple minutes, and then it just felt really drawn out. And only the good thing I liked about it was that kind of an analog to the original Guardians. That like Sylvester Stallone.
yeah, that was cool. Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole. And I mean, without a doubt, just screaming "Mary Poppins, y'all!" I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. That was probably the best moment in that movie. That was just fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
because his father figure was, when he died,
Yeah, Yondu was good too. He was like one of the better parts of that.
Yeah. Because those were things that built up that paid off.
Yeah.
Unlike last episode of Game of Thrones. Just saying.
Don't disrespect the Thrones.
Daenerys, why'd you do her like that? Why'd you swept? This is Cobra Kai kind of shit, man. They swept the legs. They were just like, we got to finish these arcs as fast as possible. Let's just fucking make her evil and let's move on. Like, fuck it, that's what it was. And what else? Did anybody watch Cobra Kai season 2?
No,
I haven't seen the first one yet. But like in the first one, isn't the bad guy kind of like more of a redeeming character?
No, he is. No, the kid totally. The kid that learns martial arts from, that joins Cobra or starts up Cobra Kai. He's a good kid. Like, he's just trying to defend himself in school, and that show actually has a really good arc. Like, it's fantastic.
I meant the bad guy from the original Karate Kid. He's like turns into like a
no, he's an anti-hero almost in this. Yeah, like he's just trying to do right by this kid. He's trying to get his life together because he's really never moved on with his life. And he was like, you know what? Let me help this kid. I'm going to start up Cobra Kai. It's something I know how to do. Yeah. And I can, and he, he's totally politically incorrect. He's just like, fuck that shit. What the fuck? We don't have safe zones. You're going to fucking hit hard, hit first. Let's Cobra Kai. Let's do this. And he, he builds up these kids' tolerance to like these kids' moms are like, yeah, she was, pushover. She was always upset and sad, and she joined Cobra Kai, and she's building up character, and she's learning to defend herself and speak up for herself, and like, kind of giving the bonuses to, having a more strong attitude towards things and not just being a pushover.
Yeah.
Which I hate to say, Daniel he is. He's just like, oh, you got to be nice and safe, and he has his bad rivalry, but it's real. Like, I don't want to get too far into Cobra Kai. I'd like the people to actually go watch it because it's a really fun show, and it's worth watching. Yeah, I think it's worth picking up YouTube Red for at least like your free trial week and just binge it real quick, and you can easily get through it because they're only like 20-minute episodes, 25-minute episodes. So it's I think 12 episodes per season, 15 episodes. So it's worth binging and just enjoying. Because it's way better than any of the other Karate Kid movies by far. Like, you could watch the first 2 Karate Kid movies and never watch anything else and be happy with this.
Yeah, I was just hearing that they made the guy that we was talking about like more like the bad guy in this season. So they didn't like that. From what I've heard, like they didn't like they kind of villainized them a little bit more.
Who, the new kid?
Well, no, the original bad guy, not the trainer, but the guy that was the
student in the original. Yeah.
Well,
they didn't make him more of a bad guy. They really didn't. What happened was at the end of the first season, they take the main character at the very last episode, like his personality completely changes. It's literally a Game of Thrones fucking Daenerys situation of like within the last 5 minutes, you got this kid that's just been trying to be good and been helping Johnny become a good person, and then he just turns evil for like one episode, and it's like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what? Like, you just set up like 9 episodes of this kid being like this kid that just wants to learn, and he's taking the lessons being taught and putting them through a prism that is a good thing. And it's like, it means strike hard and strike first it's all about like getting out there and seeking opportunities and grabbing hold of them and being the first to do it and like getting a good message out of it versus like going just randomly attacking people. But at that very last episode, all of a sudden he's just like, let's attack, like fuck this shit. It's just like, That's not his character at all. And if anything, the second season, it really turned me off of the show. I'll be honest. After watching, like, the very ending of season 1, when I watched that, I was like, fuck this show. Because they built up this character that was, like, this redeeming, good character.
Yeah.
And they destroyed it. And then they really do course correct on that and fix the character in season 2, where he's like, I made a mistake. I fucked up. Like, I need to, like, he becomes a redeemable character again. To the point I don't want to spoil the show, but he becomes the best, like, the hero of the show again by the end of the show. And because he grew as a character and understands not to always just strike first, that doesn't apply to everything. It backfires on him because he's a good character, and something very dramatic happens at the end of the season where the good character supposedly is the bad guy and fucking is truly the bad guy.
Daniel?
No, not Daniel, but Daniel's student.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check that out then.
Because Daniel's not doing a good job teaching his, like, what his master taught him. Like, he's all about, like, destroying Cobra Kai, because he sees Cobra Kai as what it was and not what it is. Like, that's kind of his arc the whole time. It's like, Cobra Kai is destroying the community. And it's like, no, Cobra Kai is kind of just, it has rough edges, but it's something you can definitely sand out, and you could make it a redeemable karate studio.
Yeah.
While Daniel's thing, because Daniel ends up creating a studio, and it's just like this, trying to recreate what his original master created, and he's just fails at it over and over again, and it's just kind of this boring Karate Kid thing with kind of weak characters. I mean, I'm glad there's a reason the show's called Cobra Kai and not, because you really don't want to just see, okay, wax on, wax off, people, let's do this, paint and they do those scenes, but it's offset by this awesome character arcs by the other characters. All right, I guess that covers this week's podcast.
Yes, sir.
But appreciate everybody that kept listening through the spoiler part of the episode. We might have to do a couple more of these, every time we hit something.
Yeah, definitely.
But until then, we'll catch y'all later. Peace out, everybody.
See you.
Later, dudes.